welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing the Morphe x JEFFREE Star Palette. I am so excited to really get into this because obviously I have used this. I've had this now for I would say about a week. So I couldn't help myself but to dig in and just look through some of the shades, use some of these for work. I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, but it is such a beautiful palette. As you can see, there's obviously a lot of bright colors. You know, there's the lime green, the dark green, a bunch of pinks and fuchsias and purples, but there's also a good amount of neutrals in here that you can just create a really natural everyday eye, which is actually what I've used it for. So today I'm excited to dip into the cranberries and some of the more orangey tones. So I'm very excited to really go all out and make a bomb look with this. But I think I have somewhat of what I want to do today, so I'm going to try to stick with that. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I have in mind, then just keep on watching. As you can see, I already have my base, my brows, my bronzer, and my blush on. To start off, I'm so excited to sit down and really dig into this because I've been wanting to do this for so long now. To start off, I think I'm going to go in with Calabasas. It's like a burgundy reddish color. It actually is very similar to the shirt that I'm wearing right now, and that wasn't on purpose. It just so happens that that's what I want to be dipping into. Usually I always build the crease first, but lately I've been kind of packing on the color and then blending that out, and I've really liked how that looked. So I'm really focusing the color in the crease, and then I'm going to bring it down onto the outer corner of the lid. But I really want it to be pretty dark and pigmented throughout this because I'm going to end up doing a cut crease. There's not a lot left. I'm going to flick it out. I'm going to apply a little bit of translucent powder just underneath my eye to catch any else that falls so that my makeup doesn't get ruined. And it actually helps create the shape that I'm kind of going for. So this turned out to be more of a pinky purple that I thought. In the pan, it looks a lot darker and more like a burnt burgundy. On the eye, I feel like it almost looks more like this color, more of a bright fuchsia pinky color. I mean, I still like it. I think it's really pretty. It's just not exactly what I thought was going to be on the eye. Like I said, I'm okay with it. I still think it's going to turn out really pretty and probably just a lot more vibrant than what I was going for, but just thought I'd throw my thoughts out there. Going in with a little bit of Mr. Diva. I'm going to take that and I'm going to blend out the Calabasas color that I put into the crease. Really focusing this just on the top of Calabasas just to blow out that color. And then when there's not a lot left, I'm just flicking that out towards the brow to keep that shape going. So far, I'm really impressed with how these colors are applying and blending out. Calabasas color is usually a color that's more difficult to work with. Any kind of purples and burgundies usually are patchy, or they just blow away, they blend away to nothing, but the color is definitely still there. It's not patchy, and I think it looks really good. And then that Mr. Diva on top, you can still see the Mr. Diva and the Calabasas, and then there's a perfect blend in between. It didn't get muddy, so I'm really impressed with how these are looking so far. I'm gonna go back in with the Calabasas and kind of just put this back into the crease just to replace anything that might have gotten blended away. And again, going back in to Mr. Diva and just very, very lightly dusting that on top to blend anything out that might have gotten a little harsh. Now I'm picking up a brush that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm just going to, again, continuously go over everything I just did. You really want to make sure that all these colors are completely blended out. Now dipping into Hi Dude, and I'm barely taking any of that on my brush, and I'm just going to start patting that on the very outer corner to deepen the eye a little bit. I really want to keep this color low, and then when there's not a lot left, start dragging it very, very lightly into the crease and out towards the corner. Going back into Mr. Diva, I'm just going to go over what I just did again. Using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, I'm gonna go in and do like a half cut crease. Okay, 10 years later, it always takes me so long to cut the crease, but it always ends up looking so good, so it's worth the time. I'm gonna mix Glam Rapids and Rolls with it. Now I'm going to take Designer Label and Welcome. Then I'm gonna apply that to the very inner corner of my eye. I'm going to mix Calabasas and Hi Dude. I'm going to pack that to the outer corner and kind of try to blend the gold that we just put on the eye. I'm now going to brush away all of the bake underneath. Such an easy way to like create that line without putting tape on your face, without like having to do your eyes first and then concealer and everything like that. I used to use the tape when I first started out, and it made too harsh of a line. Like this, you can still see some blend underneath it where it doesn't look like it's just a sharp line. Like I didn't like the look of that. When I saw Jaclyn Hill do the translucent powder, that like changed the game for me. So far, I really like how this is going. I really thought it would be more gold on the eye, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty gold, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more like of a white gold, but I still really like how it's looking so far. Now I'm gonna move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to start by taking Hi Dude on a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to pack that close to the lower lash line. Going in with a pencil brush, I'm going to blend out Hi Dude with Calabasas. Dipping into Mr. Diva. I'm just gonna run that along the bottom to try to blend anything out. Now I'm gonna curl my lashes, do a thin liner, and put some lashes on. All right, lashes are on, and then I went ahead and applied my highlight as well. I used for lashes the House of Lashes Nor Fairy Lights. I haven't used these in such a long time, and I don't know why. I don't wear lashes often. When I do, I usually go in with my Ardell Dummy Wispies because these are just like a really easy everyday lash. But I haven't really done a like kapow look in a really long time, so these are usually the lashes I use when I do that. I love them, and honestly, like, I had such an easy time putting them on this time. Usually, like, I'm not the best. I mean, I'm okay with lashes, but it's not, I don't use them every day. So like, it's not something I can just like do within a second. And I don't know if I just waited like the perfect amount of time for the glue to set, and then just I was able to set them on and they kind of were just there. So I'm happy with that. Also use the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Fuego color. This is honestly one of my favorite highlights. It just gives such like a beautiful beaming gold champagne highlight. To finish this look off, I'm going to be taking the shade Welcome. I'm just going to apply that into my inner corner and brow bone. Last, I'm going to go in with none other than the Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. It's just fitting, obviously, to be wearing his liquid lipstick with his eyeshadow palette. So I think this color would be good. This is like a nude. It goes kind of with everything. Alright, and that wraps up this look. As you guys can probably assume, I have nothing but great things to say about the Morphe x Jeffree Star palette. All of the shades in here are beautiful. All the ones that I've touched so far, which are quite a few of them, actually blend out perfectly. They're all super pigmented. They're not very powdery. There's not a lot of fallout. They're amazing. And I found them very, very easy to work with as well. So if you look at this palette and you are like kind of hesitant on it because there's a lot of bright colors and you're like, I just don't know, there's a lot of colors in here that I won't be using, honestly, get it, because eyes obviously gravitate towards those bright neon colors. There's so many neutral, everyday, wearable shadows in here. I mean, this whole area right here are perfect. This is a beautiful mustard color. This is what I throw in my crease almost every single day when I go to work. All of these shades here to like just blend it out. You have your brown, your black, your cream color, which are staples in my opinion in every single palette. If there isn't a cream, a brown, and a black, I don't find it to be a complete palette. All of the shimmers in here are beautiful. They are beautiful metallics, beautiful glitters, and like I said, again, very wearable. Like all of these golds right here, even these little peachy ones, the pink one, this auburn one, they're so beautiful and wearable. You do not have to do a look like this to use this palette. Those are my thoughts. This is the look that I came up with. I love how it turned out. Still wearable, like I'm gonna go out shopping and not feel like a fool in this, which is always good. Those looks that you can do, like the green ones and the blue ones in this palette, that would have been a really cool look, but they're not very wearable or like something I'd probably go out in. But this is a very like bam, in your face, bright, vibrant look that I still feel very comfortable in and love to show off. Hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell down below. That way you guys don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Are you making a video?
I am.
How's it going?
Tis going.
It's done?
Almost.
Oh, that's interesting.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. If you guys did. That was petrifying.